Kristen
Tulsi
Gillibrand. Oh, monstrous ideas.
I like her a lot.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I like talking to her.
Okay.
I like talking to her. I don't know about...
I think she's like the motherload of bad ideas.
Get ready, because what you're about to witness is one of the most brutal reality checks ever delivered on Joe Rogan's podcast. Picture this. Someone walks into the biggest podcast in the world, throws out bold accusations, and assumes they won't be challenged. Sounds absurd, right? Yet, that's exactly what happened when Bari Weiss attempted to smear Tulsi Gabbard, only to have Joe Rogan shut her down on the spot. And let's be real, this isn't the first time. Every time Tulsi dares to push back against the establishment, the same tired playbook comes out, branding her a Russian asset or a useful idiot.
I think is also important about facts, because recently on your show here,
Just gonna get some.
good, helping you out.
You want me to ask you?
Because you and other people continue to spread these innuendos that have nothing to do with who I am. Some of you have accused me of being a traitor to my country, a Russian asset, a Trojan horse, or a useful idiot, I think is the term that you use. Which basically means that I'm naive or lack of intelligence to know what's going on. I want to let your viewers know exactly who I am.
All right.
Set the record straight.
Or, in Bari's case, an Assad puppet. But here's the problem. When Joe asked for actual proof, she folded like a cheap lawn chair. This one is worth watching till the end. So, Bari Weiss walks into the Joe Rogan Experience, clearly ready to drop some serious accusations against Tulsi Gabbard. But right out of the gate, it's obvious she didn't do her homework. She throws around buzzwords like Assad and labels Tulsi a puppet. But when Joe presses her on what that even means, she suddenly has no answer. I think I pronounced that right. Jamie, can you check what that word means? Wait, what? She's calling someone a foreign dictator's puppet, yet she doesn't even know what the word means? That's journalism now? And it gets worse. Joe, being Joe, asks the most basic follow-up question. What did Tulsi say that makes you think that? And Bari? She's got nothing. Just vague claims about Tulsi meeting with Assad and some stuff she read somewhere, but no real receipts. Joe immediately shuts it down, pointing out that before calling someone an Assad puppet, maybe we should actually know what they said. Boom. You could literally see her freeze up, like this was the first time someone had ever challenged her to back up her claims. But this isn't just about Bari Weiss. It's part of a much larger playbook that legacy media has been running against Tulsi for years. Think about it. Hillary Clinton called her a Russian asset. The View labeled her a useful idiot. And now Bari Weiss is repeating the same talking points without even knowing what they mean.
Right now, so we have Kamala, Kristen
Tulsi
Gillibrand. Oh, monstrous ideas.
Well, when she was 22, she had...
No, she's an Assad toady.
What does that mean?
She is
What's a toady?
I think that I used that word correctly. Jamie, can you check what toady means?
Like towing the line? Is that what it means?
No, I think it's like a Toadie.
What does that mean?
I think it means what I think it means.
Toady. Definition of toadies. A person who flatters or defers to others for self-serving reasons.
A sycophant.
So she's an Assad sycophant. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's known about her.
Like, what did she say that?
We have to look. I don't remember the details.
We probably should say that before we say that about her. We should probably read it rather.
Well, I have read it.
No, I mean we should.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just so we know what she said.
Look up Tulsi Gabbard.
I really enjoy talking to her. I like her a lot.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I like talking to her.
Okay.
I like talking to her. I don't know about...
I think she's like the motherload of bad ideas.
Whoa.
I'm pretty positive about that, especially on Assad. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong.
No, there is a difference between opinion and fact. And there is, journalists, like people that are, work for the New York Times, they know how to fact check. Journalism students are taught you fact check 3 different sources.
Well, my take on her was that I think as a person who's coming from the left, who's also a veteran, and is very articulate and sensible and a woman. And in talking to her, we didn't get into Assad or any of those things, but talking to her about what she feels is wrong with the current administration and the way things are running and the direction she thinks things could go in. She had some very promising ideas. I didn't know about it. She revealed she met Assad in Syria without informing top Democrats.
I'm telling you,
She said she went on a fact-finding mission in support of peace for Syrian people, but characterized U.S.-backed rebels as terrorists.
It's textbook propaganda. Repeat a lie loud enough and long enough, and eventually people will believe it. But here's the thing. Tulsi never endorsed Assad. She simply pointed out that if you're serious about ending a war, you might actually need to talk to the people in charge. If meeting with a foreign leader automatically makes you their supporter, then by that logic, everyone who met with Saddam Hussein before the Iraq War must have been a Saddam puppet too. She's right. And this is exactly why they hate her. She exposes their hypocrisy and they can't stand it. At one point, Joe questions Bari about another claim. Did Tulsi really support conversion therapy? Without hesitation, Bari responds, I think so. I'm pretty sure that's real. Hold on, you think so? You're on the biggest podcast in the world, publicly smearing someone, and your source is, I think? This is exactly the problem with modern journalism. It's all vibes, no facts. And the moment Joe pushes back, asking her to actually verify it, Bari suddenly backtracks. Well, I can come back on later when I've had time to research it. Oh, now you need research? So she had no issue smearing Tulsi live, but the second she's asked to prove it, suddenly it's, let's do this another time. Joe completely saw through it, and honestly, so did everyone watching.
So did she ever apologize for believing in conversion therapy?
I didn't even know she believed in conversion therapy.
Am I crazy?
Is that real?
I'm almost positive this is real. I think her father ran
when you
a
say
center
conversion therapy, you're talking about gay people.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that. I never heard that. I did hear something about when she was very young. She was like 22. She had said something about gay marriage and civil unions that she apologized for and said that she evolved.
Yeah,
I can keep looking, but
I'm telling you.
Time to research everything.
Yeah.
I can come back on when I know more.
let's we can do this another time.
Okay.
Here's the real reason the establishment keeps going after Tulsi. She exposes just how fake their system is. She calls out war profiteers, challenges the status quo, and refuses to play along. And every time she does, they scramble to discredit her. Remember when Hillary Clinton pushed the conspiracy that Russia was backing Tulsi? I'm not making any predictions, but I think they've got their eye on somebody in the Democratic primary and are grooming her to be the third party candidate. She's the favorite of the Russians. They have a bunch of, sites and bots and other ways of supporting her so far. And that's assuming Jill Stein will give it up, which she might not. It was a wild claim with zero evidence, but that didn't stop the media from running with it. This is the playbook: smear, repeat, and hope people believe it.
She has continued this legacy of being the world's police around the world that has waged wars costing the lives of thousands of my brothers and sisters in uniform. I'm speaking out against that and
What's
to
your
change
evidence to that?
She challenges corruption. And worst of all, she thinks for herself. That's exactly why legacy media is so desperate to smear her. Because if people actually listen to what she's saying, they might start asking the wrong kinds of questions. Questions like, why does the media constantly push for regime change wars? Why are they so eager to silence anti-war voices? And why do they keep lying again and again? That's the real issue here, and it's exactly what Joe exposed in this conversation.
Said of you about Assad and your position on Assad, that's just been an outright lie.
Virtually everything. I'll just tell you what happened. I went to Syria to meet with Syrian people, to hear for myself from them about what was happening there. While there, I was offered the invitation to meet with the president of Syria, and I took it because I think it's important for us to have the courage to meet with leaders, whether they be friends or adversaries or potential adversaries, if our focus is on national security and on peace. It is because of that and that meeting and my
staunch opposition to regime change wars in Syria and in other countries, that political opponents and others have chosen to try to smear me, my reputation, and my campaign, and to label me, as you said, she's a supporter of this dictator. Well, if that's true, then anyone who opposed the Iraq war is a Saddam Hussein lover.
Bari Weiss came in with an agenda, but the moment she was asked to back it up, her entire argument collapsed. This is exactly why independent voices like Joe Rogan matter now more than ever, because unlike legacy media, he actually asks questions. He doesn't blindly repeat talking points, he doesn't push an agenda, he simply seeks the truth. And in a world where truth is dangerous, that makes him a threat. So what do you think? Was Bari Weiss exposed for pushing establishment propaganda, or was Joe Rogan too harsh? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more independent coverage, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.